Hey everybody, my name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. And today we're talking about 4 things that are happening in Springdale, Arkansas that are gonna change it for the better. So let's talk about that. But before we begin, if you could like this video and also subscribe, that would make the world of difference. I try to produce as much content as humanly possible about Northwest Arkansas. Also, maybe you haven't come down to check out Northwest Arkansas. Maybe you're like, I haven't been down there, but I want to know all about it. I made something called the Northwest Arkansas, the NWA Starter Pack. If you enter your information below, obviously your name, your address, I'll ship an NWA Starter Pack right to your home right away. So it includes things about like all the great hospitals here, all the great schools, all the really cool things to do here, all the events that are happening all year long. So if you want to know about all things NWA, like a starter pack, definitely enter your information below and I'll ship that package out to you right away. Also, a little tidbit, it comes with your first free mountain bike, so that's a big plus as well. Also, it's my favorite 4-letter F word, free. So go ahead and enter your information below and I'll get shipped to your home right away. All right, and the first thing we need to talk about, and this is probably the hottest topic of like the Springdale, Tawny Town area, that whole strip right there, is the 612 bypass. Now, if you're familiar with like Northwest Arkansas, 49 is the major highway that runs north and south through all the way from Bella Vista down to Fayetteville, West Fork. So it goes all the way down, literally down to Fort Smith and out and goes out there. Anywho, but there's another one called 612 bypass, and it's actually an offshoot from 49. And what it does essentially is it's just kind of a dead end major highway that just kind of like exists there. And so it runs directly east and west, just like actual 412. 412 starts in Springdale, runs all the way to Salem Springs, all the way out to Oklahoma, and continues on after that. But 612 has always been kind of a dead highway, and I've always wondered when I moved here years ago, I was like, what are they gonna do with this? Well, last couple months, they finally kind of talked about and finally finalized what they're gonna do with the 612. If you're not aware, 412 is a very busy road, major highway that connects 49 to 412 out to Salem Springs, Oklahoma. So a lot of trucks use that a lot to kind of bypass through the area, and they have to cut through Springdale, Tawny Town. And that's great and fine because it's designed for that, but there's a lot of other businesses on there that suffer from the traffic. Like a lot of coffee shops, a lot of sandwich shops, a lot of actual restaurants suffer from the traffic during certain parts of the day. So 612 is going to be extended, first off, going directly up to XNA, so the airport, and we'll do a whole different video on XNA, all the improvements that they're doing there at the airport. And the other part, going south, is going to actually be a bypass to 412 directly. So this means that trucks coming either north or going north, heading south, can hit the 612 bypass and bypass that whole section of 412. These are a lot of numbers here. I do apologize, but I'm sure I'll be putting maps in here just to help you understand what's going on. But they'll be bypassing 412 so they can just kind of go around that and just kind of go out into the country, so to speak, and then end up in 412 in a different location versus end up in Springdale. So this is going to be a big improvement for specifically Tawny Town, Springdale, that whole area right there, because it's just going to allow for more housing, more development, more businesses to come here, because the fact that, when you're designing a business, you want to be on the right side of the road depending on where people are coming from during the day. Like if you're a coffee shop, you want to be on the right side when people are passing you to ease off to grab coffee. You don't want to be on the other side because people don't want to jump across traffic and, have to do all the hassle. People are lazy. I'm lazy. I want to go on something on the right-hand side when I'm driving out. So same thing applies to 412, is the fact that it's really busy a lot of times, so people just don't end up stopping because they know how busy it is. So this will be a big improvement for 412. There's a lot of 4s in here, but for 412, because obviously the streets will be freer, focused strictly on people living in the area versus trucks kind of passing through here. So that's gonna be the first big improvement that Springdale's gonna see in the next, I think they're starting construction early spring of next year, so 2023. And the second thing that's gonna be a big improvement that's gonna make huge differences in Springdale, Arkansas, is the market for the Ozarks, and that's located like literally in the downtown section of Springdale. So if you weren't aware, there's a new actual, we'll call it food processing place, food center, food innovation place, going to be built in the downtown section of Springdale. It's a 45,000 square feet building that's dedicated to commercial kitchens. It's going to have food sources for farmers to actually bring in and prep their food. So the concept is that farmers, essentially anyone who produces fresh fruit, can bring their food, their fresh vegetables and also fruits, into the actual market of the Ozarks and actually sell the product there, versus other people going everywhere trying to find these certain things or different stands, blah, blah, blah. Like they're bringing it under one house so they can prep it and bring fresh food to the area under one roof so that it's just easier access. So that's the one thing the market of Ozarks is doing, is creating this big platform for farmers and also people, like local people, to sell their produce essentially, and for us as consumers to buy it. And on top of that, they're not only just selling products there, of course, but there's a big push with the commercial kitchens to teach people how to cook better and cook with fresher ingredients and fresher vegetables, so that it's kind of this cyclical process of like, maybe we don't all know how to cook properly and with fresh things. We end up, either eating out, which is not a bad thing all the time because restaurants are great around here. But the other thing we might end up eating, just the whatever quality stuff. So with these new classes that are going to be at this the market of the Ozarks, is going to teach people how to use fresh product, locally sourced product, locally grown product, and actually cook really cool things that we can at our homes. So I'm really excited to see how this actual transpires. I was just by there the other day, and they are leveling the ground. They're getting everything ready to start prepping for actual framing of it, and it'll be a huge project during 2023, but it'll be ready by early 2024. So I'm excited to see the building process, and I'll definitely keep you guys up to date with what's going on there. Whoa, before we jump on to the next point, I have something brand new called Instant Home Updates. So maybe you're using things like Realtor.com or Zillow.com, and you're realizing it's way too slow because it's way too slow. You're missing notifications all the time. So I made something called Instant Home Updates, and it sounds exactly what it is. It's Instant Home Updates. Wild, I know. So enter your information below, square footage, how many bathrooms, how many bedrooms, and I'll make sure you don't miss a single listing or rental, all in Northwest Arkansas. Also, if you want to keep update with all things NWA, every single Friday I send an email out talking about literally all things NWA. Keeps you on top of all the comedians coming here, all the bands, all the really cool businesses, all the expansions, all the new downtown sections. It covers so many things about Northwest Arkansas. So maybe you're not down here yet, but you want to feel like you're here a little bit. Definitely enter your email below, and I'll make sure to send that email out every single Friday. Also, you might get a little fear of missing out, little FOMO, so to speak, but I'll make sure you're the most informed person eventually when you make your way down to Northwest Arkansas. And the third big improvement that Springdale is seeing that's going to make a huge improvement to the area, and this kind of dovetails to the actual market of the Ozarks, is the fact that the downtown section of Springdale has had huge improvements for the last couple of years, but this next state of improvements are going to be wild. Now, currently, after the recording of this video, Emma Street, which is the main hub of Springdale downtown, is currently closed down. They're redoing all sorts of different things underground in Emma Street, and obviously some improvements as well. They're excited. Obviously, a lot of the restaurants around there and businesses are excited to see when it's all said and done. It'll be done early 2023, like early 2023. But they're excited because obviously business has taken a hit in the area, of course, because when things are shut down in the area, you can't park there. So businesses are excited to see what the outcome is going to be. It's going to be obviously new landscaping, new really cool downtown section, but it's currently shut down at the moment. But once that section is shut down, it'll be a huge, basically better experience for everyone in the downtown section of Springdale. So obviously in the downtown section of Springdale, they've built Shiloh Square, which is a huge pavilion that runs right along the river, which is also right next to the Razorback Pathway. The pathway that is 40 plus miles all the way from Bella Vista down to Fayetteville. So it runs obviously right along there. There's coffee shops, there's places to hang out. There's obviously plenty of things for kids to do around there. And that's all going to be connected really close to that downtown section. That stuff's already been built. That's already been there for at least a good 2 years now. But this new improvement is going to be a huge benefit to Springdale, connecting with the Ozark. Obviously, this new marketplace. There's the new police station that's right around the corner from there, which is a beautiful building, I do say myself. But my gosh, like the improvements to the downtown Springdale, once it's all said and done, it's going to really change the game around all of NWA, because it's going to compete directly against Rogers, Bentonville, Fayetteville, and all the other towns that are also going for our attention. And last but certainly not least, this will be a big change for Springdale, is the fact that if you were not aware, Tyson HQ, Tyson is the headquarters in Springdale, Arkansas. They have shut down, or in the process of shutting down, their Chicago office up there, as well as their offices in South Dakota. And they're bringing all employees down to Springdale, Arkansas, Tyson headquarters right here. So it's gonna be really cool to see an influx of people from different parts of America. And on top of that, they are redoing, revamping, and rebuilding and expanding their headquarters in Springdale, Arkansas. So obviously this won't directly affect like the actual city itself when it comes to like new improvements to the area. But obviously, just like Walmart HQ, building a massive 350-acre campus up in Bentonville, Tyson is going to be following suit with actually renovating and redoing their headquarters in Springdale. So it's going to be really cool to see all the new construction that's going to be happening in Tyson headquarters. But it's also really cool to bring all sorts of new people to the area to obviously let them experience all NWA has to offer, but also encourage them to be part of the culture here. But it's obviously really cool to see new people coming here, plus all the new buildings happening around Tyson HQ. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Again, if you are thinking about coming down to Northwest Arkansas, download my 3-day itinerary link below. Maybe you're an adventurer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you're a foodie, maybe you're a sightseer, maybe you have kids. there's a 3-day itinerary link down below for you. So go ahead and download it and use it when you get down here. Also, when you do come down here, I can give you the $10 tour so I can kind of show you around the whole area. Bella Vista, Bentonville, Fayetteville, Rogers, Springdale. I can give you the $10 tour. Plus, we can check out some homes for sale or for rent and see how far your dollar will go in Northwest Arkansas compared to where you're coming from. All right, guys, let's see you in the next one.